And welcome back to Home Again, sponsored by TriEmerald Financial. I'm Tim Kelly, your host here each and every weekend on 790 KABC. With me, Mike and Jacques, two of the three founders of TriEmerald. And this is our Realtor segment. I always love this segment, especially lately because it's all good news. I remember when we first started, we had the Realtor segment. It was like, whoa, geez. You know,
so a lot of crying.
Wow, yeah, weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Give the house away.
Yeah, no.
We specialize in short sales. We specialize.
Yeah, man.
What a change the market's been.
The market has just done a complete 180, and it is red hot. And we got a guy with us today who's got a red hot thing going on where he is. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to Jeff Pittman from First Team Estates in Newport Beach and Ladero Ranch. He is with us, and we are doing a little pre-segment talk here. And Jeff's so busy, he's like my grandfather used to say, he's busier than a one-armed paper hanger with an itch. That was Grandpa Kelly's thing. So, and I could visualize that as a child. I said, boy, I bet that'd be awful up there on that ladder. Anyway, you can reach us at any time at 949-297-1200, 949-297-1200. If you want to talk with Jeff, you can reach him through us. You want to talk to us, anything you want to address about a new mortgage, a refi, or a reverse, whatever is on your mind. Just give one of our banking professionals. These are licensed banking professionals taking your phone calls right now at 949-297-1200, and they will deal with anything you want to talk about. So give them a call anytime you'd like during this segment. All right, Jeff. Well, welcome to the program. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Great.
Glad to be on the show.
Well, it's good to have you with us. So we've explained the whole thing to you, and you didn't run out of the room screaming. So I'm going to turn you over to Mike and Jacques. And guys, go on ahead. Let's find out what's going on in Jeff's world.
Jeff, welcome to the show today. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about you. How long have you been a realtor? What do you like to do? What's your market?
Well, I've been licensed for 24 years. I do have a broker's license, and I am also a real estate investor. So I think I have a pretty keen eye at finding undervalued properties and renovating them, selling them. So I feel like I'm great at helping buyers and sellers when it comes to buying something that's potentially undervalued and helping them with the renovations and making a great home for them.
Now, you mentioned to us that your corporate office is in Newport Beach, but you just recently moved to Ladero Ranch.
I did.
That's a nice community in Orange County. And how big is that market?
Well, in Ladero Ranch, there's about 8,000 households, and I live in the Covenant Hills section of Ladero Ranch, which is a gated section, and there's close to 900 homes in there.
Is there a lot of activity in the Ladero Ranch market? I mean, I remember when we first started the show, it seemed like every other house in Ladero Ranch was on the market. Was upside down. What does it look like there today?
It's interesting. I think we were known as the short sale, capital of the United States, actually, in Ladero Ranch. But not today, not anymore.
So values have come back?
Oh, they've come back a lot. I mean, we're still down a little bit, but so is everywhere else in Orange County. But it's roared back. I know my own home I purchased in September has gone up 40% since last September. So
wow, 40%.
40%. I did buy as a short sale, so I did.
You bought it right.
Bought it undervalued, exactly. Yeah. I got in right.
So tell us about the market. What kind of homes are in Ladero Ranch? What's your typical house look like?
Well, it's very diversified in Ladero Ranch. That was the way it was built. So there is one-bedroom condominiums all the way up to custom homes that are over 10,000 square feet and everything in between. And what's interesting about Ladero Ranch is that there was many, many communities within the community that had, condominiums, townhomes, single families, larger homes, again in the Covenant Hills section. There's a small section of townhomes, but the rest are all single families and typically larger homes. I want to say 3,500 to 4,500 is the average, and then you also have the custom homes, as I said.
When you say 3,500 to 4,500, you mean the amount of square footage?
Square footage, yes.
So those are pretty big houses.
Yes, absolutely.
Those are very big houses. And in that market, are you representing more buyers, sellers? What's your specialty?
It's interesting. Looking at my business every year, I'm split almost 50-50. I enjoy working with buyers and I enjoy working with sellers. And typically, I would meet a buyer first, and typically those buyers a lot of times have something to sell. So that's how I end up doing about a 50-50 business.
Good for you.
Thank you.
That's great. Now, we've heard, we went from total extremes where they couldn't give houses away to where, you put a house on the market and it's got 25 offers in 24 hours. What are you experiencing today?
Well, investing in properties and representing buyers and sellers, I've done that really all throughout Orange County, so I can speak to Orange County in general. My personal experience was at the end of 2011, I had 9 listings. And, before the last quarter of 2011, listings might take 30 to 60 days to even get an offer. At the end of 2011, I had all 9 of those listings in escrow. So it would be October, November, December. And from that point on, it just never let up. Every single house I listed, I sold within a week or two in Orange County.
So it's been a good run.
I think so. Yeah, I think the general public thinks it just got warm here in the market maybe just 2012 and maybe the beginning of 2013. I personally saw at the end of 2011.
Do you think that's going to continue?
Well, I'm in my 3rd cycle here of real estate. It's once it gets started, it takes, you're always going to have your peaks and valleys, but it's going to continue going up. And like if you look at the history of real estate, it always ends up going up higher than the last peak that we had as far as values go.
Oh. And we're still below that by about 20% from what I understand.
I agree.
Do you?
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe 15-20% depending on the market.
So are you seeing more people listing homes now because they're not underwater and there's possibility of getting out clean, or they see their neighbor sell the house, so now they're for more than they thought they could sell for, so now they're listing their home? Are more people putting their houses on the market?
Well, it's a funny thing. In the first quarter of this year, I remember the listings, overall listings, active listings in Orange County was about 3,200 listings, which was about half of what it was the year before and half of the year before that. So, it went from 11,000 listings in the first quarter of 2011 to 6,600 listings in 2012 to 3,200 in this year. And then just recently, I decided to look at the inventory in Orange County. It was about 5,000. So it's definitely come up, to answer your question.
Yeah, so we're hearing that some people are now willing to get into the market and list their houses because they're no longer underwater, or they're close and they think they can get out and maybe get opportunities, especially with the interest rates so low. How do you coach your buyers when they're making an offer to make sure that their offer is accepted over somebody else's, if in a situation where you're having multiple offers on a property?
I'm glad you asked me that. It's kind of one of my specialties. I'm very good at writing offers and getting them accepted. I believe that you have to get in front of the seller and the seller's agent and present your offer in person, which is very rare. That's how I learned the business 24 years ago. And
today is everything by email or fax.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, if you can do it in person, those other email and fax offers, they're going to not even pay attention to them because you can negotiate an offer right on the spot. And I've negotiated deals within 5-10 minutes sometimes. And they decided to not look at any of their offers and just take the offer, because you bring the buyer with you and you've got the buyer and seller together. And it's still people business at the end of the day, and everybody's forgotten that with technology. So if you do that, there's other techniques we can use by shortening up the inspection period, putting more money down on their initial deposit, things like that.
Use a TriEmerald pre-approval for a 21-day close.
Absolutely. It's good as cash, I hear.
It is as good as cash.
It really is.
Yeah, we beat the cash offers.
Exactly.
Well, the cash offers tend to still want a discount, don't they, from the purchase price? Are you seeing that?
I'm not.
You're not?
No. It was like that in, say, 2009, 10, 11-ish. But once the market started heating up, the cash guys, they think they're going to offer less, but it doesn't work out. They're going to have to pay full price.
And full price in Ladera Ranch, can you give us an idea of what, on that $3,500 to $4,500, can you give us a range of what price range you're looking at?
Absolutely. Everything in that price range is $1 million plus. So I'd say $1 million to $1.4 million, somewhere in that range is the market.
And that's the Covenant Hills, that kind of gated community you're talking about?
Actually, Covenant Hills as well as the rest of Ladera Ranch.
Oh, okay.
Just in that, yeah. There's 3,500 to 4,500 square foot homes in other parts of Ladera Ranch too.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the good news is they can still come to TriEmerald.
Yeah,
sure.
We do loans up to $3 million.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And if you're interested in that area, you need to talk to Jeff Pittman, right, guys? I think that's what it's all about. Listen, I'd love to be able to let you guys go on, but I'm the official timekeeper here, and I'm here to tell you your time is up. So, Jeff, thanks for joining us. Sorry the segment's ending so quickly. A lot of great information. Jeff Pittman, First Team Estates in Newport Beach and Ladero Ranch. Or you can reach him at EliteSoCalHomes.com. If you want to reach him, you can reach him through us at 949-297-1200, 949-297-1200. And we'll be happy to turn you right around and send you over to Jeff. Jeff, thanks for being with us again today. It was terrific, okay?
Thank you very much.
All right, brother. Take care. That's it for this segment. When we come back, we'll be doing the recap, and then we're going to be doing our mail bag, which I love because we get great questions every week from our listeners. So stick around for that right here on Home Again from 790 KABC.
Have a question about a purchase, a refi, or a reverse mortgage? Call TriEmerald now, 949-297-1200. That's 949-297-1200.
Way past midnight and she's still